Royal Saudi Air Force jet crashes during drills, crew unharmed, Defense Ministry. A Royal Saudi Air Force F-15S fighter jet crashed at the King Abdulaziz Air Base training area due to technical malfunction. The Saudi Ministry of Defense official spokesman Brigadier General Turki Al-Malki said on Monday. The air crew, which consists of two officers, survived the crash after using their ejector seats, the Saudi press agency cited the spokesperson as saying. An investigation committee has commenced its task to uncover the details and reasons behind these incidents. No injuries or ground damage have been reported. Al Jadan directs to settle disputes between contractors and government agencies. Ministry of Finance Muhammad Al Jadan has directed to settle disputes between contractors and government agencies with regard to implementation of projects. He urged to offer additional tools to resolve the disputes. The ministry also ordered to disburse dues of contractors for the projects that were implemented earlier as well as for the projects that were settled. This was disclosed by Hamad Al Hamad, chairman of National Contractors Committee. He said that the decision would reflect positively on the contracting sector and would contribute to its flourishing and enhanced activity by addressing one of the major challenges facing contractors in terms of delay in payment of dues and its impact on stalling projects and affecting companies adversely. The decision will help companies resolve the problem of financial default, provide liquidity, and reduce financial burdens so as enhance their ability to implement and expand projects. Al-Hamad said that such decisions would stimulate the contracting sectors as cash flow is one of its major drivers and contributes to the sustainability of the national companies. The committee remained keen in touching on contractors' issues and presenting views and proposals of them to the relevant government agencies, including the problem of delaying the disbursement of dues and its impact on the contractors and project implementation. He said while praising the ability and efficiency of national contracting companies to implement various development projects. It is noteworthy that the contracting sectors in the kingdoms plays a pivotal role in the economic development. The number of companies in the sector accounts for more than 176,000 firms, with an annual growth rate of about 3% and contribute by 5.5% to the kingdom's gross domestic product (GDP) and by 10.7% to the non-oil GDP. In 2021, the number of projects proposed by the state reached more than 540 projects, with a value exceeding $120 billion, diversifying several sectors, the most important of which are constructions, energy, and transportations. SAMA Sama issues comprehensive motor insurance rules. The Saudi Central Bank SAMA Sama announced the issuance of the comprehensive motor insurance rules. These rules aims to regulate the contractual relationship between the insurer and the insurance by standardizing the minimum coverage limit of the non-compulsory comprehensive motor insurance and outline coverage provision of the compulsory and optional coverage to be provided in the policy. Sama clarified that these rules set an obligation on the insurer during the negotiation stage and before issuing the policy to state the following. The insurer shall offer the insured of the insurance coverage for an alternative rental vehicles, roadside assistance, death, physical injuries, medical expenses for the insured or driver, accidents occurring outside the territorial border of the Saudi Arabia, and coverage of the related drivers. In addition, these rules state the provision and exceptions. Most importantly, calculating the sum insured based on the agreement between the insurer and the insured. The provision of applying the deductible amount, determining the repair cost by the competent entity in charge of automobile damage appraisal in case of partial loss, and in the technical total loss as decided by the competent entity, as well as to allow a space for the insurer and the insurer to agree the percentage of the consider the vehicle as an economical total loss and compensate the insurer based on the sum insured. These rules also emphasize forbidding the naming or describing of any insurance product missing the defined comprehensive motor insurance provision as comprehensive motor insurance. It is worth noting that SAMA has released earlier the draft of comprehensive motor insurance rules to the public and specialists for their feedback in a period of 30 days before adopting it in its final version.